What is going on, world? What's up, YouTube? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Halo Infinite video, so let's get into it. So, guys and girls, I want to talk in this video specifically about Halo and the current state of Halo and, what happened here to the Halo, franchise as a whole and how can it get better moving forward. And so, with that being said, guys, we need to, go back in time a little bit in terms of, the Halo franchise has always been a very special one to myself because Halo was one of the first titles I ever played just in video games, just in general, right? When I got the original Xbox from my parents, they got it for our whole family, for Christmas one year. The first game that ever came with that Xbox for me was Medal of Honor Rising Sun. And then shortly after that, they got me Halo and then Halo 2. And the rest is history. In terms of Halo, absolutely loved the first couple of Halo games. I thought Halo 1 was great. Halo 2 took it a step even further. I thought it was even better. And then Halo 3 seemed to be kind of on that same trajectory for me as Halo 2. And then obviously there, over the course of time, there's been some lulls, there's been some peaks and some valleys, of course. And that's how it is with really any franchise out there. But Halo 4, obviously, a lot of people felt was a step in the wrong direction. Halo 5 obviously was, what we could consider the dark ages of Halo. Now you have the Master Chief Collection, which I think was something that was pretty special for sure. But Halo 5, there was just a number of reasons. I thought that the multiplayer and such was better than what a lot of people thought. And so I was kind of somewhat, the oddball in terms of the multiplayer for Halo 5. But the campaign, I can agree with everyone that it was, a really a step in the wrong direction for the franchise in terms of the campaign. And so let's skip ahead. Let's go to now where we are with Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite, obviously, being a title that when it first launched, man, had so much promise. Awesome. I love it. Overall, I think it's a great step in the right direction for Halo. And there's a lot of talk that 343 is going to be servicing this title for the long foreseeable future. But obviously there has been some issues with Halo Infinite, as there are with any title, guys. There's always going to be issues out there in terms of bugs, glitches, things not being serviced properly by the developers. And, Halo is no different. But I think that with Halo, there's been significant lulls in time in terms of the Halo Championship Series, that being the esports side of Halo. Such a long stretch of time where there were no tournaments and such. And that really hurts a title. It really creates negative energy around the title. And obviously, a lot of, when there's a lot of negativity and a lot of people talking about that, it doesn't help, at the end of the day. Now, that being said, though, there are, certainly some positives to take away from some of the mishaps, because 343, what they can do is go back to that drawing board and figure out what they're doing wrong, what they are doing right, and what they need to do better moving forward. And even though I don't think that it's dire right here right now that they have to fix everything in the game, but they are going to continue to lose people as time goes if they don't get the things that are needed. And a lot of people talking about a battle royale for Halo. If they don't update and service and support the title, it's going to really hurt, and they're going to lose a lot of people, and the game will die eventually if they don't, stay on it. And I think, it's interesting, some of these other Xbox studios, that have gone under a lot of criticism as well. Halo, obviously, with 343, Gears of War with the Coalition. There's definitely been some community versus developer with those couple of titles. And, I know they're Xbox exclusives and such, but it just seems like there needs to be better communication between community to developer to community. And, because I think that Halo Infinite has the makings of greatness. Like, it could be one of the greatest Halo titles ever made if it's properly serviced. And I look at games like Cyberpunk 2077, No Man's Sky. These are titles that started off really shaky, and Halo Infinite started off great, and it's just kind of gone into this bad direction. Whereas games like Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky started off terribly and now, I mean, made such a massive resurgence. So what I'm getting at is, you could take from some of those negative things that happen with those titles, and you can look at them from a positive perspective, because if you keep like putting in the work, you keep servicing the title, doing the things that the community wants you to do, over time, the game is going to get to a place where it's, you know, taking off again. I mean, we see this with Cyberpunk 2077. We see it with No Man's Sky, and Cyberpunk isn't even a multiplayer title. It's a single player title. And, you know, obviously they were going to have multiplayer, and they decided to scrap that to try to really focus on making the game as playable and as good of an experience as possible. And so with Halo, you know, it's not so much, you know, what happened here. I mean, 343 needs to do better. We as a community have to be better. But I think that it's more so, look, do the things that, and they're not going to listen to every little thing that the community wants, but if you listen to the pro players, you listen to like your community and see what are the things that are wrong with the game, and you know, address those in a timely manner, even if it's not necessarily immediate, you can still really salvage this title for the long term. Because if you're talking a decade worth of what you want to do with supporting the title, obviously you're going to need to listen to the community. But with that being said, guys, I have so much hope for Halo in the future. Love the franchise. I just want to see it continue to thrive for years and years to come. But what do you guys think? What do you think happened here to Halo? Do you think that Halo Infinite can be salvaged and, you know, turned into the right direction? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Halo Infinite content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.